On Tuesday, October 22nd, Stony Brook University celebrated the grand opening of the Charles B. Wang Asian American Center. This state-of-the-art facility, donated by Charles B. Wang, the former chairman of Computer Associates, cost the philanthropic Queens College graduate over $40 million, the single largest private donation in the history of the SUNY system.
Someone who emigrated to this great country 50 years ago and became a product of its public education system, I believe that this center will serve as a model of the best that people of different cultures all working and studying together can create.
There's going to be dining occurring within the Wang Center. There are going to be presentations. There are going to be meetings of various sorts. And here again, those are opportunities for people to meet and greet with each other and to try to provide those kind of communications opportunities for them to stretch.
And it will give us a wonderful opportunity to bring top people, civil rights leaders, for example, historians, political scientists, and artists, and so on, to host programs that will be of interest to the entire campus community. So I think it will raise the profile of Asian and Asian American studies on campus.
This building is the building on campus that says, study hard, learn a lot, dream big dreams, and then, through determination and hard work, make those dreams come true.
However, today, more than a month after the building's grand opening celebration, the Wang Center's doors remain closed, and students are left to wonder what the purpose of the building really is.
One of the reasons people have some questions about it and there's controversy over it is because students don't really know. We were never fully told what the Wang Center was supposed to be.
Something about relaxation area or something, I don't really know. There's no classrooms there, I know that much.
Well, from what I've heard, it sounds interesting, like that they're going to do dance performances and things related to Asian art, and I think I'd like that.
I've heard that it's a place for recreation and stuff like that, no classes or anything in there, so yeah, I'd like to go check it out, but every time I go there, it's like people say it's not open, so.
Yes, I believe the purpose of the Wang Center is to help to create a more, create a community within the Asian community on campus.
Honestly, I really don't know what's actually over there because it's not very well advertised and what actually goes on over there, so I really haven't been over there yet.
I think that the Wang Center serves the administration, definitely. And in what way? In what way? Well, I see it personally. I think it is a place to generate a lot of money for the school, not for the students. If it was for the students, it would be an educational building.
I think it's messed up, but at the same time, as long as it doesn't come from my money, from student money, I don't care. You can build whatever you want. You can build an amusement park on campus. As it doesn't come from my money, then, whatever.
Anything's better than sitting in your room and just doing absolutely nothing, So if they have something, I'm there. Food, I'm there, anything.
I believe it's to enhance an understanding of Asian American culture for all of Stony Brook students, and also to appreciate the similarities we have with quote-unquote American culture.
I think personally the Wang Center is supposed to be a place on campus for students to basically go and chill out. It's not supposed to be a place for learning per se. If there's academic galleries or if there's plays and things like that, that's one thing, but it's not supposed to have classrooms in it. It's supposed to be a place for us to go to get away during finals week, while you have your midterms, so you don't have to be thinking about school as much. It's just a place to go and so you can relax.
So what is the purpose of the Charles B. Wang Asian American Center? The new director of the Wang Center, Sunita Mukhi.
My own vision is really related more to seeing this center be a very vibrant, dynamic place where all kinds of people, a diverse group of people can come together and express themselves artistically and culturally. So there are ways in which we can have the students, the faculty, the communities around Stony Brook come together and do programming. Ultimately, I want people to say, the talk that they had at Stony Brook University at the Wang Center, I really want to be part of that. I want to go there. I want to know about this. I want to participate. In the same way, like the Sundance Festival in Utah of all places. people forget that it's in Utah, but they think that Sundance is such a prestigious festival to be part of. Ultimately, I want Wang Center to be that kind of place. Like, I want to perform at the Wang Center. I want to speak at the Wang Center. Let's go to the Wang Center because there's something very interesting that's happening there.
In order to bring such a wide variety of people together and make the whole worth more than the sum of the parts, you have to be deliberate, proactive, and promote diversity as a significant national advantage, rather than seeing it as an accident of history. Now, I've thought about this challenge a lot. And a few years ago, during a speaking engagement here at the university, I met Dr. Gary Marr, who asked me to help to fund the conversion of a part of a building into an Asian American cultural center. And I was happy to help at that time in some small way.
In 1993, Ellen Liu and Millie Sabuti, two students at Ward Melville High School, committed suicide on the Long Island Railroad. And that sent shockwaves through myself and many people in the Asian American community. And it was a wake-up call to tell us that we needed to do something for our children and for the students, to give them a place to be able to talk about issues of race and ethnicity that affect them, and to have a history of understanding that question. And so that's when the idea came about for having an Asian American Center. But in order to fund it, we had to find someone who can help sponsor that project. And so in 1995, when I went to China, I saw a newspaper article that Charles Wang had gone to China that very same month that I had gone. Then I said, you know, it's really, here's a man who can help make this dream become a reality.
One thing led to another, and after a series of meetings with Dr. Shirley Kenny and many other fine people at Stony Brook, it became clear there was much more we could do.
And so when he came to Stony Brook in April of 1996 to speak to the Asian American Forum, I had put together a proposal with some plans drawn by my father and some a report dealing with Asian Americans in the writing program, as well as this article about the suicide of Ellen and Millie. And I presented it to Charles. And he took a look at it, and he asked me, you know, how much it would cost, and I told him about $25,000. And his wife said, Charles, why don't you do it? And he decided to do it. And then he said, you know, why don't we build a building?
Given the world situation, we realize as never before the need to understand other cultures and communicate with people around the world. And the Charles B. Wang Center provides that opportunity.
No other university has anything like this. It's the only facility, the Charles B. Wang Asian American Center, the only facility of its kind in the world. In order to fulfill its vision, however, the correct utilization of resources in the academic area and for student counseling and academic advising, all those kinds of things need to be coordinated in order to capitalize on this incredible investment that Charles Wang has made in this university. The responsibility for what it becomes is on the shoulders of students and student leaders. It's only by their active participation that the Wang Center will fulfill its true vision and its hope and its promise for students. They need to be active on search committees, creating programs, doing the kinds of things that make it a facility that is a home for all students.
You have a vehicle. The vehicle is only as good as what the people make of it. In other words, what can we possibly do with the center? Now, you can build a beautiful center, a beautiful building, and if people don't conduct activities which are going to be useful and practical in them, then it's nullified and void.
It raises an opportunity for students, and when I say opportunity, it's just going to sit there. Opportunity usually sits until someone comes and grabs it.
This is, after all, a university facility. So there are events that various colleges, faculties, departments would like to do here. Students might want to do some programming. So that is some things that we can talk about between me and the students.
So will the Wang Center flourish as a symbol of cultural diversity? Or will it end up as another example of precious potential unrealized? The noble burden of responsibility falls on the hands of the students at Stony Brook University.